Alrighty, so shalom to everyone, good rising. This is Jude, also known as Naeem Shakam here, and I'm coming with a quick message for the General Collective. Um, oh, that's so beautiful. Wow. So, yeah, let's see. Yeah. So, first and foremost, this was not a part of the reading originally, but I just looked at it and I think it's fitting. This is the sun, and I feel like right now is definitely dealing with taking care of yourself and it's dealing with healing. This is about getting to yourself and becoming yourself, your truest, best version of self. I feel that with the child being here, that we could have had a knowledge of this, of who this person is in our youth. We could have knowledge of who it is that we are supposed to be, but we lost it in youth somehow, or we can go back and return to our child, inner child, and then therefore find who it is that we're supposed to be. This was a new development. Again, I'd initially already shuffled and I used those cards to clarify this shuffling, but I originally used the Illumin Tarot for this reading. The overall energy is the Eight of Hearts, which happens to deal with, it's like the Moon card. It deals with, what did it say? Mystery. Let's see. Let's go to the Eight of Hearts, shall we? It deals with the moon. Yeah, it's the moon card. So it deals with subtlety, mystery, and instinct. And the word that stood out for me that I'm feeling is instinct. I think that some of us are feeling instinctively um, about some moves that we need to take or about the space in life that we are in at this time. I think we're being quiet about it. I think it's just going on internally, which also is indicated by the moon. But we're definitely aware of some things that need to change and some things that we need to do. I'm going to go ahead and read this all together straight through. So, with this card, the message that came out following was the Four of Spades, which in the Illumin Tarot is the Death card. And the following card that came out was the Six of Diamonds. I think, let me double check and make sure that's the six. I used to always get those mixed up when I was growing up. I rarely ever got that right. Okay, my bad. It's the Nine of Diamonds. Please excuse my ignorance. It's the Nine of Diamonds here. So, what that message told me almost immediately, Spirit said that some of us instinctively know that it's time for us to put an end to um it's time for us to put an end to and to rebuild something. Um and what that is sacrifice, self-sacrifice with you getting nothing in return. So self-sacrifice with you regretting. It's time for us to end that. It's time for us to end not taking care of ourselves. So, because, and I say that to say that the Nine of Diamonds deals with sacrificing but without regret and also self-care. Okay. So I felt like the whole entire message is that a lot of us instinctively know that it's time for us to stop self-sacrificing and sabotaging, and it's time for us to take care of ourselves and focus on ourselves. Okay. And I needed, or I didn't, maybe I didn't need it, but I asked for clarity. And I asked for clarity specifically for the Death card because this card in the Illumin Tarot deals with, it says death and it says the cycle of um, life, which is destruction. And then what does it say? Jeez, I hate that I can't remember it by heart. But death is pretty much the destruction and rebuilding of something. Let me get this real quick. This is the Four of Spades, which was at the back. Yeah, it's the cycle of creation, destruction and renewal. So when I clarified this card, the destruction and renewal, I'm like, okay, What's going on here? What's the energy here? And I feel that with this Eight of Wands being the card that clarified the death card, I felt like a lot of us are, this is communication with ourselves. Not only is it communication with self, because that's what the Wands tends to deal with, sudden communication, quick communication, or at least quick ideas. Okay? I feel that this this is what we're thinking about. We're getting all types of messages and everything about how we need to focus on ourselves. So that's what I feel this is what I feel this message is about. It's telling us that instinctively and intuitively, we know now that we need to put it in to self-sacrifice and self-sabotage. And a lot of us are getting messages surrounding that. We keep getting messages that keep coming in saying you need to focus on yourself. It's time to focus on yourself. Even if it's by way of agitating messages, messages that are getting on our nerves, messages that are making us angry and upset. And wow, would you look at this? At the bottom of the Illumined Tarot, we also have the Sun card. Let's get that really quick. I wasn't going to do that, y'all. I wasn't going to do that, but I just did that right now. So let's go to the diamonds and let's go to the Seven of Diamonds. The Seven of Diamonds, oh, my bad, it's the Star. It's the Star card here. Excuse me, not the Sun. It's the Star here. But the Star card still deals with healing and hope. And I don't know, but I feel like, isn't the Sun, I could be wrong, and please excuse my ignorance if I am, but isn't the Sun a star? I could be wrong. I really could be. And I need to see if she has a Sun in this deck. I feel like she does. For some reason, I'm just not seeing what it is right now. Oh, yeah, here it is. It's the Nine of Clubs. That's the Sun. But yeah, guys. So with this Seven of Diamonds, it's talking about the fact that we have hope here. And I think that the hope is going to come. Like, we're going to see the healing and hope that we have once we do what this message is telling us to do, which is, okay, it is telling us that we already know that it's time for us to stop focusing on everybody else and to focus on ourselves. Okay. I also, when I was shuffling in the tarot card trying to clarify, I did see the Three of Swords during that time. So I feel like for some of us, we could be going through a heartbreak, or we could have recently experienced a breakup, or just some type of news that's kind of depressing and downtrodden. Okay. And so I feel like that could be part of what it is that we need to allow to let go, so that we can, like, it may have brought on the feeling of a form of death for us, but we need to understand that it's here really to give us a chance to create the life that it is that we truly desire. It's the chance to become our truest version of ourselves. Okay. And I do believe that it's destiny to do that. Because following the Sun card at the bottom of the deck, for some reason I'm being led to do this. I have to go with what Spirit is telling me. It's our divine destiny to do this. And with it, abundance is coming. So you've got the fact that you somehow inside, you know this, you feel this way. But maybe for whatever reason you're fighting it. I can understand that. This feels like my energy as well. So I did ask for the Spirit for the collective messages. So we know that we need to put an end to this not taking care of ourselves, not doing even for ourselves. We know that this is divinely orchestrated, this this message. And also for some of us, we're going to be operating in the Queen of Pentacles energy when we're finished. We're going to be more of ourselves. We're going to be grounded. We're going to be able to be really, truly generous, not just in our heads and our hearts, but also like materialistically we will have, so that we can assist other people. A lot of us are going to also be getting new ideas, new clarity and insight. We may not know exactly what to do with them. We may be new. Okay, we might be new into the arenas that we tend to go into, but nevertheless, guys, we have an opportunity to do something that is going to change our lives, and it's going to be yielding abundance. Okay, so with that being said, and it's going to be healing, and it's coming from a place of hope for us, within us, something that we've always known was possible with us. Okay, with the Queen of Pentacles coming out, I definitely feel like some of us are going to become financially abundant. Okay, when you are operating in queen mode, whether you are, I do feel like that got a lot to do with the ladies, but you know, in the queen department, I feel like there is nothing that you don't have. You are secure within yourself financially, emotionally. Okay, you're not depending on anybody outside of yourself to give to you. In fact, you have done the work to where you can be secure enough to be able to lend to others. That's a beautiful thing. I'm going to end the reading here. We thank the Most High and the Spirit for the messages that they brought to us today for the collective. Shalom, peace, and blessings to you all.